All right, welcome back to Cruise Control. My name's Eric, and today we get to take a look at a very first dyno numbers that are coming in on the brand new 2022 Toyota GR86 and should apply for the BRZ as well. Let's talk about that right now.
Welcome to Cruise Control. My name is Eric. We're going to start looking at some new cars and used cars to find out what's the best option for you. Let's see what's up next.
All right, guys, so let's just get right to it. Some beautiful dyno numbers are starting to come in. This is going to be from another channel that I'm pulling this from, Savagegeese. His channel is fantastic. They go over everything. Man, they have such a great setup. Please check out his channel. This is from a DynoJet dyno. Let's get to those dyno numbers right now. So the claimed horsepower for both the twins of the BRZ and then GR86 is 228 horsepower and 184 foot-pounds of torque, which is pretty healthy bump from the previous generation. We've already seen 0 to 60 times starting to trickle in at about 5.9 seconds, which is a huge jump from what the previous generation was able to do. But let's get to those dyno numbers. First dyno number that I have here is for the horsepower. It was at 7,000 RPMs where the peak horsepower was set at. And on that DynoJet number, or that DynoJet, you want to hear what that number is? 209 wheel horsepower. That is only a loss of 8.3%, so a very efficient drivetrain putting down that much horsepower. The torque is even a better number. 176 wheel torque at 3,200 RPM. That is a loss of only 4.5%. So either somebody's relying on power or these are very efficient powertrains, drivetrains. Man, this is very efficient. Now, if you do a few modifications, I suspect this horsepower to the wheels, let's say when headers start coming out for this and somebody is being able to tune it, I think you should be able to get up to 230 wheel horsepower with just those two things, a set of headers and a tune. I think you should get to 230 wheel horsepower, and I think you should get up to 200 wheel torque as well. That's something that I would look to do myself. I think this is fantastic. Let me give you a little something that I've been looking at as far as my build that I would do for the BRZ because the GR86 isn't out yet. I haven't decided which one I like better. For looks, it's about a toss-up because they look almost identical to me. Yeah, the front is really the only difference. Everything else is basically the same. But the build that I would do on the BRZ, the build that I would do on the BRZ is coming in at $31,455. This is going to be for the limited, and of course the color that I would choose is the World Rally Blue Pearl because I think that looks the best on the BRZ. So I would do a few things to get this thing set up for the track because that's where I'd want to take this the most. Few tiny modifications. I would get a set of 200 tread tires. I would get some track pads, some high temperature brake fluid, and then just hit the track and see how it performs. That's something that, and then after that, you can check to see if you need different suspension or sway bars and do all that kind of nuanced stuff after you've seen what it's like on the track. But those are some things that I would do immediately. I really like this setup. It's very affordable, relatively fuel efficient, really good power numbers. Would be a lot of fun on the track. Please go check out the Savagegeese video. He puts it on the track. They have a great time. They put up on a lift. They look at the undercarriage. They tell you what's different between the previous generation and this generation, and also the small differences between the 86 and the BRZ with the suspension setup and the knuckle in the front. So one of them's aluminum, one of them's steel, but great video. Go check them out, guys. Which one would you guys get? The BRZ, the GR86? Are you impressed like me on these horsepower figures? I mean, this is pretty good. 209 wheel horsepower, 176 wheel torque. I mean, man, 8.3% loss in drivetrain for the horsepower, 4.5% loss in drivetrain for the torque. That's impressive, guys. I'm very impressed. I'm very excited to see these at my local track. I can't wait to test drive them. I'm still up in the air of which one I would get. I guess whichever one is in stock at my local dealer. I don't know. I think they're both about the same. They both look good to me. I'm sure they're both going to drive well. From what I've heard, the BRZ is slightly more stable, understeers a little bit more, and the GR86 is a little bit more tail happy, but maybe a little bit more playful. So again, tell me guys, which one are you guys going to get down below? Are you guys going to get something different? And thank you again for watching my channel. My name's Eric. This is Cruise Control. Have a good one.